So, I'm going to be playing the original. This is the DualShock version. How are y'all doing today, by the way? I'm feeling in a Resident Evil mood, and I'm also feeling in a Jill mood, because Jill gets more inventory space than Chris. Yup. And also, I just, well, Jill and Chris are both thirst traps in their own unique ways. And they're both just beautiful characters. Especially Chris in Resident Evil Village, looking like a fucking hunk in that one. Am I right? Except at the end of Resident Evil 7, what the fuck was that? That wasn't Chris. Oh, did I just spoil Resident Evil 7? Oh, whatever. You should have played it by now. It's a good game. Yeah, you all know what happens in the goddamn Resident Evil. Spencer Mansion, experiments, zombies happen, and Wesker, and all that shit. But let's let it play for the meme. Now, this version was supposed to be... This is the director's cut version, and it was supposed to have color. It was supposed to be uncensored, and it's not. You will see that this is in black and white, not in color, and it is completely censored, even though it said specifically on the back of the box that it was not. But it's still a cool opening scene. It just doesn't have the, like the fucking dogs tearing people's guts out and all that shit. Or maybe it will. Maybe this is like a Japanese translation or something, and we will be pleasantly surprised by the lack of censorship. So, the first time I ever played a Resident Evil game was Resident Evil 4. And you know what I thought? I thought, what the fuck? There's no zombies in this game. There is no mansion. I thought Resident Evil was supposed to be set in a mansion. Man, what is this shitty-ass game? I wanted to play a game set in a spooky mansion. Well, now, you know, Resident Evil 4 is my favorite game of all time, so I'm glad I kept on with it. And later, I played the Resident Evil remake after 4, which is the one I was thinking of. I grew up and I watched like 10 scariest games on YouTube, and Resident Evil was one of them, and I always wanted to get into it, but I played the remake, and I remember I had a hard time. I had such a hard time, but I beat it. I beat it when I was like 12 years old, or 11, or maybe even 10. One of those. I was pretty young, so we got Chris here. Yep, what a hottie. He's a little fact for you. He was originally smoking in that cutscene, but they censored that too, because they just couldn't stop censoring shit. You can still hear him flicking the lighter and like lighting the cigarette, because they didn't take the audio out. They just replaced the footage with him just staring at the camera. Wesker looks cool as shit.
Resident Evil.
I feel like if they ever make another remake of the first Resident Evil, I want it to be like a balance between the camp of the original and the relative seriousness of the remake, of the GameCube remake. What a mansion. So, man, I'm running this at 3 times the internal resolution, and the character models stick out like a sore thumb against this pre-rendered background.
What is it?
So I really hope the record doesn't fuck up. I haven't used OBS in a while, and I don't know if it'll get along with the emulator. But if it doesn't, I just won't release the video, because I won't have any footage for it, and it'll have been practice.
Stay alert.
Because I need the practice. I'm not very good at making Let's Plays. I run out of stuff to talk about, and I ramble, and I talk about boring shit, and I fuck up and lose the files that I need, and I'm, like I did with the 3rd Crash Bandicoot episode, I accidentally deleted them. So all the practice I can get is much appreciated. So I have played a lot of the Resident Evil remake, and I've played a fair bit of this one too. I've beaten both.
What is it?
Beaten the remake a couple of times, and this one at least once.
See if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this.
So things are going to be different in this than in the original version, and the only version of the original I played is the director's cut version, because that was the one I found on PS1, had the actual game, and I don't know what I did with it. That was like 6 years ago, the last time I saw that disc. Alright. So yeah, we go over here, and you get this gnarly cutscene, which scarred so many people for life. I'll just let it play. So, yeah, this game was supposed to be uncensored and was supposed to have the clip where Forrest is another guy, where
Barry?
Kenneth's or whoever's head falls off and his fucking skull is showing, which is awesome.
Watch out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of this.
It's a monster! You're almost a snack for that zombie.
Is it?
Is this ketchup?
Was killed too. Maybe
I hope
by
this isn't
creature.
Chris's blood.
Anyway, let's report this to Wesker.
Yeah, let's go report it to Wesker. So, I said I'd finish the remake twice. I know that's a fact. I started it. I have started this game dozens of times, probably. At least a dozen.
Let me look for him, Jill.
And I tend to start games and not finish them, so I'm pretty experienced with the OG Resident Evil. I know kind of what to do, but the differences between the remake and this one might fuck me up. But I know all you have to do here is walk up the stairs and walk back down again, and Jill will be like, well, I didn't see shit. Yeah. I love the visuals in this game. I think it's even more beautiful than Resident Evil 2. It's more beautiful than any Resident Evil. I love the mansion. I love the way it's designed. I love the atmosphere. I love the PS1 graphics, which are my favorites.
Now it's Wesker's time to disappear.
And
I don't know what's going
just
on.
the mansion's a lot more colorful in this version as compared to the remake.
I'll check the dining room.
It's a
again.
different look, and
Okay,
will have their
I'll try the door
preferences.
on the opposite side.
But damn, also, the remake, one of the most gorgeous games of all time. It's insane that they were able to make that game on GameCube hardware.
Here's a lockpick.
And they did it
It might
with
be handy if
the
you
same
can
technique
master
they
the
used
lock.
to make the original. Pre-rendered backgrounds and 3D character models.
Thanks.
And the character
Maybe I'll need
models in the GameCube version, it looks like it could have been a PS5 game. I dropped my controller.
Listen,
It's okay. This controller's been through some trials. It's been chewed up by a dog, and it's holding together. It's an original Xbox One controller, and it has served me well over the years. Yeah, it feels so good in my hands. What are y'all's favorite controllers? The GameCube used to be my favorite before the Xbox One controller came out. Oh, I've also tried the Series controller, which is pretty much the same thing, but just feels a little bit better. So I guess that's my favorite controller. And no, I'm not an Xbox fanboy. I'm not a PS, PlayStation, what alliteration? I'm not a PlayStation pussy. I am not an Xbox excitement person. I don't know what I'm saying. So yeah, please forgive me if I do not go about this game in the most efficient way possible, if I don't know exactly where everything is. But I do know that there is a little secret here. He's become a mere shadow, of his former self. And also he left us a clip. And just one more thing, if I remember correctly. No, something besides that. One more thing. Maybe that's in the remake. See, I'm already getting confused. Looks like a picture of this mansion. Well, it could have fooled me. So, normally there would be a way to continue down that way, but in this game there is not. It's just one room. The interconnectivity of the mansion was very much so bolstered in the remake, whereas I think the level design was pretty improved. You can get anywhere you want in a safe way if you know which way to go. And a lot of this game is about avoiding combat, which you can do if you know the right routes and you're careful about the way you go about things. Yeah. So, can I use this yet? Can we already get this taken care of? So, you can accomplish a number of tasks that need to be accomplished by the end of the game for you to win. Not that there's a timer or anything, but you can play the game your way. It is very non-linear, and I really appreciate that about it. That's probably my favorite thing about this game, is that it's non-linear, and my second favorite game is just the design of the mansion is fucking genius. There are very few games whose worlds, so to speak, whose playable areas are designed better than this. Oh, okay. I have to go and get the plaque from the dining room so I can grab this one, and then something will happen. I don't remember what. If I put the golden plaque in the dining room emblem recess. Oh, I have the heater on and it's getting hot, but hopefully it'll turn off on its own. God, it's getting fucking hot. While this door cutscene's playing, I'm gonna rip my flannel off. You know what? Just let me get completely naked. If only I had a camera hooked up, watching me, so I could post this on Pornhub and you'd have a bit of eye candy. Maybe one day, in one of my videos, I will have a body reveal, a feet reveal, something like that. Anyways, that's right, I gotta go here. So, this game I could talk about all day. So many good ideas in this game. So ahead of its time. So unique for what it was. There was so much passion poured into this thing. And it's a blast to play every time. I never get sick of it. It's probably my favorite of the first 3 mainline Resident Evil games. Just because there's parts of Resident Evil 2 that kind of suck. Like the sewers, I did not like that at all. Like half of Resident Evil 2 does not live up to the other half. And I don't think I've ever even played all the way through the third one. But I oughta one of these days. But I figured this would be a good choice for a Let's Play because I'm familiar enough with it that I don't have to think super hard about it. And it has just the right pacing to where I can find some time to talk about stuff in between doing the things I need to do in the game. So we found our first key. I have no idea what doors that is going to unlock, but we will figure it out. Now I think we can go across the parlor hall, and there's parts of this game that make me wonder if they like this part, makes me wonder if they plan to put something here. Because you can go here. Jill's face is so fucked up. Yeah, because of the way the PS1 renders, she looks like... Jesus. Yeah, they definitely meant to put something here. They meant to put whatever they put here in the remake. But I guess they just didn't have the time or the means. At least that's my guess for that area right there. So for the most part, this game is pretty forgiving. As far as, not quite as forgiving as like Silent Hill 2, which is, you know, you're gonna die maybe once in that game. If you play games, you're not gonna have a tough time, except maybe on the puzzles. This game is forgiving in ways that the remake isn't, such as the lack of Crimson Heads, which are, you know, one of the hardest things to deal with in the remake. So that's relieving for me. And the Crimson Heads are scary as fuck. Can we move this? Maybe we can just reach. Yep, we're good. So we've got the map, which will be very useful. This game, actually, remember in Silent Hill 2, how you can just forget the map of the town? Yeah, so you can always, the map is right there, and you're going to get it eventually. There's pretty much zero chance you'll miss it, because the camera angle focuses right on it. The camera angles and the cinematography in this game is awesome. Shit. I knew those dogs were coming. That's one of the most famous parts of this game. And they, in the remake, if you recall, they, like, the dogs jump against the window and sort of fail to break in the first time, and you're like, oh, I guess the game is relenting compared to the original. And then you're walking through the hallway again later, and the dogs burst in. So, not sure what the point of this room is in the original. It's gotta have some point, but whatever it is, I have no idea. There's a zombie in there and a key in the remake, but like I said, I haven't had as much experience with this version. I was sort of tempted to play the arrange mode, which I believe just switches everything around, all the items and stuff. But that might be a bit too confusing. So I am going to make a save state, whichever button that is. No, that's not the correct button. Just a moment. So let's make a save state. Because sometimes this part works out, and sometimes it doesn't. And I'm not really sure what you have to do in this version to not let the bad thing that's about to happen to me happen to you. So let's just hope for the best here. I don't know, I watched a walkthrough one time, and I don't like to know too much about my favorite games. I don't really look up walkthroughs. I don't look up wikis. One of my favorite games is Dark Souls, and there's so much I don't know about it because I've never looked at a wiki, except for a few scarce times.
Jill? Is that you, Jill?
But in the walkthrough,
What happened?
the person in this part just
Help me, please.
just kind of spammed on the door, so maybe that's a trigger. But sometimes the ceiling just crushes you, and I don't know why. But I don't want to know why, because that would demystify this game. So one of the most iconic lines in the game is coming up. I won't talk over it.
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right. Barry, thanks for saving my life. But Barry, Didn't you say you're going back to the dining room
Yeah.
to do some research?
You were almost
Why
a
on
Jill
earth are you
sandwich. You know the one.
I just had something I wanted to tell. Now, let's
So
get
many
back to
famous
searching for
lines
the
in this
lost
game.
Captain and Chris, shall we?
It's so iconic.
Thank you, Barry.
Yeah.
What a dad. What a dad. I want Barry to be my dad. Daddy! Okay. Yeah, we probably don't need to be here yet, but fuck it. What is through this door? I think it's the gallery. No? Not at all. Not in the slightest. I thought that would lead to the gallery, which is a puzzle we do later. But this is actually perfect because it leads me to this safe room, which is one of the most important safe rooms in the game because it connects to a lot of areas. So yes, we don't need the knife. That is pretty much useless in Jill's hands. And we do not need this clip. And let's keep the shotgun. I trust myself not to get fucked up too much, so let's actually swap the first aid spray out. Let's keep the first aid spray and put the green herb in there. And pick up this fertilizer because we are going to come across a moment where we will need this fertilizer, which you shall see. Do we have any ink ribbons in the in here so we can save? Yes, one of the most daring design choices in this game is that saves are limited. Which nowadays, if you do that, people will jump down your throat, like in Kingdom Come Deliverance, where it was even more bullshit. That game was a shitload of ass. I did not like it. But some people did, and I see why. It's for hardcore RPG gamers, but I think it could benefit from some quality of life improvements. A completely different combat system would be nice. I did not like the combat at all. That was probably the worst part. And the zombie is going to be a pain in the dick, so it's fucking both of these dead. So yeah, there's me already wasting ammo, which is, I'm gonna try and not be too, doesn't this door break in this version if you use it too much? I know where it leads, I don't need to go there right now. Let's go this way and try and use that door as little as possible just in case. Do. Let me make sure we're recording. Yeah. So, actually, you know what? I want to make real sure that this is recording, so I will be right back in just a second. Okay, we are back. I was recording after all, and we're on the inventory screen. I'm going to press Y in 3, 2, 1. That's me syncing. Alright. And we do not have the item we need right here to do what we need to do with this. But we will eventually. So this room is not for this part of the game. I am going to try to find the place where I need to use the fertilizer. And I'll unequip the shotgun because I think you run a bit faster without it. Yeah. So let's actually use this door. I'm just gonna kind of be running around and seeing, oh, this door does not lead where I thought it would lead. See, the different versions of this game really fuck me up. So we got a little thing here about telling you how to use the herbs, and it's cute, but we're not going to read it. So this might be the first game that I actually played to completion on this channel, because it's pretty short. If you know what to do, which I kind of do, and it's just fun, and it's perfect for Let's Playing. The doorknob is broken. I want to say this door does not break in this version of the game. So which room did we just go into last time we fucking... Alright. I am really disoriented. So we need to go the other way. Okay. It's pretty easy to dodge the zombies if you have a wide enough berth, or if you have a wide enough, you know, if there's enough space in the hallway. If I can get it to turn the other way, yes, okay. I am able to avoid them, and avoiding them is much better than shooting them.
Barry!
Jill, what's going on? Any clues?
No, but something's wrong with this house.
Whoa, this hall is dangerous. Maybe it's better to secure our escape route first.
This hall is the
There
least
must be a
dangerous
back
place
door
in the game,
somewhere.
pretty much.
Let's try to find it first, shall we?
Unless, I think it's possible for dogs to get in the remake if you like keep trying to open the door.
What
Am I
is
remembering that right? I might not be. I might have just made that up.
It's really powerful, especially against living things.
But if you try and open the door, it just tells you
this?
that
But how
you can't.
about you, Barry?
I always wondered as a kid why I couldn't
Thank
just
you.
like
I'll
break
take
the
this
door
then.
down and that would be the end of the game, but there are reasons that we are here. Because we are the police. So there goes Barry. Let's split up, gang, because that's the best idea that anyone has ever had. So there's door right here. I just heard knocking on something. I hope it's not my door. I would hope that someone would knock a bit louder if they were trying to get my attention. Uh-oh. Bloodstains. Environmental clues that I should be careful. Yeah. So our friend here has been pecked to death by crows. What a bitch. We will not make the same mistake of being stupid. If I can help it. If I can pick this up and get out of here. So we're already on yellow. Which I've like gotten too cocky with this game and just not felt the need to save because I'm like, I've played this a million times. I know what to do. I won't get killed. And then I get killed and have to start over from the beginning. Yes. I am a big fan of the Resident Evil series. It's my favorite video game series of all time. I have played almost every game, both mainline and spin-offs. And the only ones I haven't played are like Dead Aim and Resident Evil Survivor. But I played the rest. And shit. Fuck me. No. Ooh. This is fucked. So you don't really have to kill these guys. And you don't need that gem until later. But I'm gonna try and get them to come over here so I can get the gem anyways. Which we can speed up. No, I don't want to risk it going into the I don't want to uncap the frame rate because then they'll just speed over and get me. But let's lead them this way. Alright, I think we're good. And let's shove this statue the fuck off. I don't know why it's here. But I don't think it should exist anymore. I'm gonna destroy it. You know what? Fuck this zombie. I'm gonna have to walk through here a bit, so... And let's not be too sparing with our ammo, because I'll end up sitting on a stockpile of the stuff by the end. It's like mana potions and RPGs, it's just... It is important to conserve them, but not to such extremes as I usually do. And this game is pretty good about not letting you end up in like a spot where you're fucked and you're like out of ammo and health stuff and you have the rest of the game ahead of you. So this is also a necessary kill, I would say, because this is a very narrow corridor and I don't trust my abilities to dodge these guys. So the fertilizer will come in handy soon. We're making our way to the part of the map where we need to go. So I am assuming if we do hour-long episodes, it will only take a few to get to the end. As long as I am smart, I'm gonna keep up the pace. And maybe I can even get through it without dying. 'Cause it's not that hard to get through this game without dying if you know what you're doing. So, yeah, for now, I don't really need the grenade launcher or the ammo. I will need the fertilizer chemical. I've been saying fertilizer this whole time. It's anti-plant chemicals. So, I neglected to pick up any of the ink ribbons up to this point. Yeah, that one pixel on the screen right there was an ink ribbon, which is one of the most important items in the game. Not that I've ever run out of ink ribbons in this game. It's just, you need those to save. So, kind of important. So what's y'all's favorite Resident Evil game? You know mine is 4. I've already said that. And I would say this is my second favorite in the series. Shit. Yeah, there's... Oh my god. Fuck me. Alright, we're still fine. Yeah, she can, she's a tough girl. She can take it. Jill is a strong, independent woman. So, let's go this way. And this is, well, the first boss. So, let's be careful about this. Fuck me, 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 fuck me. Okay, it doesn't do that much damage. So yes. It is, the pump is over here, I was being stupid. Let's take that and put it in there. And that's the first kind of boss taken care of. Yeah, I died in this room my first time playing. I had no idea. So, yes, shitload of herbs for us. That is a great reward. We are doing just fine. This is one of the best runs I've ever had. getting shit done. And there's a key here. So now we're carrying around 2 keys that I don't know what to do with. Guess just keep trying locked doors. Am I forgetting anything in here? I don't want to pick up all the herbs because I don't have space for them, and we can come back later and get them if we need to. Though we probably won't need to. And I'll probably forget about this. Actually, no, wait. I can carry 1 more and just put it in the item box since we'll be going back past it. So I'll probably get a red herb. Yep. And yes. So what's y'all's least favorite Resident Evil game? What is the Resident Evil game that everyone else likes, but you don't really see the good in? Well, I love all of them. I actually have more answers as to what Resident Evil games other people don't like, but I do. I thought Resident Evil 6 was fine. It wasn't fantastic. It had a lot of issues. It was way too easy, and like it was really stupid, but it was fun to play, especially co-op. Yeah, if we need to get the gem that broke out of that statue to put it in the thing. And I believe there's 2 gems we have to get, like that. Shit. I went straight from fine to danger, somehow. Alright, Jill gets the lockpick, and Chris gets the lighter. Chris's lighter, pretty sure, only comes into use once for a puzzle, kind of, and when he needs to burn zombies in the remake. Yeah, there's a fireplace he can light, and Jill is not able to light that fireplace until she finds her own lighter. So I'm gonna read this. Holy shit! Ah! It's the 90s, and it's one of the most famous jump scares of all time. Brings you back, doesn't it? You old heads who played this back in the 90s. I was not existent in the 90s. Keeper's Diary. At night, we played poker with Scott the guard, Alias and Steve the researcher. Steve was really lucky, but I think he was cheating. What a scumbag. Today, a high-ranking researcher asked me to take care of a new monster. It looks like a gorilla without any skin. They told me to feed them live food. When I threw in a pig, they were playing with it, tearing off the pig's legs and pulling out the guts before they actually ate it. Around 5 o'clock this morning, Scott came in and woke me up suddenly. He was wearing a protection suit that looks like a spacesuit. He told me to put one on as well. I heard there was an accident in the basement lab. It's no wonder those researchers never rest, even at night. I've been wearing this annoying spacesuit since yesterday. My skin grows musty and feels very itchy. By way of revenge, I didn't feed those dogs today. Now I feel better. I went to the medical room because my back is all swollen and feels itchy. They put a big bandage on my back, and the doctor told me I did not need to wear the spacesuit anymore. I guess I can sleep well tonight. When I woke up this morning, I found another blister on my foot. It was annoying, and I ended up dragging my foot as I went to the dog's pen. They have been quiet since morning, which is very unusual. I found that some of them had escaped. I'll be in real trouble if the higher-ups found out. Even though I didn't feel well, I decided to go see Nancy. It's my first day off in a long time, but I was stopped by the guard on my way out. They say the company has ordered that no one leave the grounds. I can't even make a phone call. What kind of joke is this? I heard a researcher who tried to escape from this mansion was shot last night. My entire body feels burning and itchy at night. When I was scratching the swelling on my arm, a lump of rotten flesh dropped off. What the hell is happening to me? Fever gone, but itchy. Hungry and eating doggy food. Itchy, itchy Scott came. Ugly face so killed him. Tasty. Itchy. Tasty. So that is the best piece of writing in this game. You will see nothing else of that quality. Yeah. This is Capcom in the 90s, and yeah. Really one of the best pieces of writing in the whole series. Resident Evil isn't known for its stellar storytelling. Like, why use a bioweapon when you could use a bomb in the first place? So, let me reorient myself on the map. Y'all, the guys are here to replace the air filter. How long have we been recording? 42 minutes. Let's, gee, I guess I'll have to just edit this out in post. They'll be back soon. I don't know what to do. Well, I will hopefully remember to cut this out. Alright. If you're still around, let's do the rest of this. They came and they checked on the air filter and they're gone now. I hate letting people into my apartment. It was kind of messy and I was embarrassed about it. Oh, not too messy, but still. Oh man. Forgot they were coming. Now I'm kind of weirded out. Where do we need to go? Well, there's a room at the end of the hallway that we have not entered yet. So let's go to that room. Is it? I think it's this one. It's locked from inside. Yeah, that's the one. All right, let's go get the gem that dropped. That's a thing to do. And after that, we will go and we'll try and open doors that we have not opened yet with the new keys. So that is the gem that we need. Actually, let's just not pick that up yet. I think the best thing to do right now is find a safe room and stash some of our stuff. I've only found one safe room so far, haven't I? And I don't really feel like going back to it. How do I get back to it? How do I get back to that room? Whatever. Well, we will go... Can I go in here? Yep. Alright, we can stack that. Did you know something about me? I've never seen a single Resident Evil movie, nor will I ever, if I can help it. They look terrible. Maybe some of them are decent, but yeah, I don't want to kill that thing. But I'm not into action movies. Never been into action movies. I've never even seen Die Hard. There's a lot of movies I haven't seen. I haven't finished Titanic ever. Never watched it all the way through. What I've seen of Titanic did not endear me to it so much that I wanted to watch it all the way through. Same with Avatar. I couldn't stand Avatar. So those are 3 very famous movies that I haven't seen, and probably never will. I'm not a big movie guy. So I don't have the key for that. Wish my inventory wasn't full. We need to find a place to drop off these shotgun shells. Hope I'm not missing anything in that room. I like in the Resident Evil 4 remake how it marks items on the map that you may or may not have missed. So let's try and draw this zombie out into the main area from behind the bar. If I can. Any second now. Alright. The desk is locked. Let's use a lockpick. I don't even know why it asks you. It's not like the lockpick breaks or anything. Yeah, Jill gets it easy. Jill gets passes on a lot of things that Chris does not. Such as having Barry save her so she can get the shotgun. Whereas Chris has to solve an entire puzzle to get the shotgun. And nobody comes for his ass if he's in trouble. Poor Chris. So let's keep exploring. And let's save while we're here. Yes, we're getting plenty of ink ribbons, and we have save states if we so need them. I'm gonna try and not use those, because it's kind of like cheating, even though they wouldn't be super useful in this game. It's not like it's a platformer where you save state every few seconds and just get through the game that way. God, I cannot play Donkey Kong Country on an emulator because I will make a save state after like every single jump if it's a hard level. I just can't resist the temptation. I don't know how people played that back in the SNES days. So yeah. Let's see what's over here. So at this point, I don't really know what I'm doing. From this point on, I might get a bit confused about what to do. Alright, mansion key, unlock that. Alright. What is here? So I think... Yes!
Richard!
Yes,
What
it's
happened?
Richard.
Oh, Jill, this house is dangerous. There are terrible demons. Ouch!
You're wounded. What kind of demon attacked you?
It was a huge snake and also poisonous. Ugh.
Poisonous? Oh no. Richard, hold
So
on.
I don't think I've ever once managed to save Richard. I always get him too slow and he dies.
I should have brought some with me.
No problem. I'll go and get it.
Thanks.
I don't even remember where the serum is. I kind of remember the general area that it might be in. Oh, it shows me. Alright. So we will go... What's the quickest way to get there? So we'll go to the parlor, and then go through the dining room, into that hallway, and then go right, and no, that won't work. We go to the hallway, and we go to the door in front of us, and walk down that hallway, then go to the left, and that'll bring us there. Okay, so we figured out the route. Wait, how do I get out of this hallway? So, I guess I run down that way, okay. Let's unequip the shotgun. So let's hope to God that we can make it. I don't remember what you get for saving him, but whatever it is, I want it. He's not a major character in this game. It's not like he's gonna... I forget what happens if you save him. But we are a good way through this game so far. We've done a lot of the stuff that we need to do in this episode, which makes me happy. Maybe we can get through this in just like a couple of sessions. And the further we go on, the more confused I'm gonna get though. Alright, which way do we go from here? Down, straight, and to the left. Do we gotta go now? Barely dodged that zombie. Zombo. So the serum should be in here. I don't think you're able to pick it up until this point. I don't have enough carrying space. Okay. Even with Jill's increased carrying capacity compared to Chris, it is a bitch to manage your inventory in this game. Alright, that's the typewriter. Let's deposit our shells in our clip. And our typewriter, ink ribbon, and let's get another green herb and combine those in case we need healing. And let's make our way back. I need to remember to go to the library and return my library books. But I have a therapy session in about an hour, and that'll be a good time. I'm trying to think of what I need to do today. Just sort of narrating my thoughts. Yee! Makes me nervous walking by that zombie. But I feel like I have a pretty good feel for how close you can get to them without them biting you. Alright. Making our way back to Richard. Gonna save him. Gonna give him some serum. Alright. Maybe this will be one of those rare occasions where I'm actually able to save him, because I have wasted very little time. Jill takes her goddamn time walking up the stairs and opening those doors. Not that it counts against you. Well, the stairs do, but... Which room is Kenneth in again? I think it's this one. Not Kenneth, Richard. That's right. Just generic white guy names.
Be careful.
Not what I meant to do. So... Oh, no. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry, Richard. I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to die. Did I put the serum in the... I forgot to pick it up. Well, this will be one of those playthroughs. One of those playthroughs. Where he dies. Unless it just, Oh my goodness gracious. That is so sad. Let's... How do we speed things up? So let me make a save state. And see if we can go into, like, turbo mode. What's the hotkey for that? It's not it. Maybe EPSXE does not have that. Hold on. Oops. Well, I guess we just go and try and get the serum again. And we'll probably come back and he will be dead and it will have been a huge waste of time. That's disappointing. Or maybe we can just wait it out, wait for him to die. Nah, let's go get the serum. So, let me think of something to talk about. How about the story of my first kiss? Yes, that's a good one. So, when I was 18, yeah, I was a late bloomer. I had a kiss before then, but it was like as a kid and it didn't really count. But I was a part of the LGBT club, and the leader of the club went on a date with me, and we basically stayed over at their house, and their mom seemed like, I don't know, mom was nice to me, but their mom was like not accepting of their lifestyle, some of their lifestyle choices. They were cool with them being non-binary, but not cool with them getting piercings, and they had a huge argument about it. That I had to be there for some reason. And it was really uncomfortable. We went out and got food, and on the drive they argued, and we got back, and we went back to their room. Not all three of us, just us two. And we were lying on the bed, and they were like, you know, I once got in a car accident, and I have like nerve damage in the lower part of my body, and it makes sex feel really good. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And did not act on that opportunity, because I was just having a bad time, and it was not right. And they showed me their favorite music. I asked, what music are you into? And they were like, I don't know, I like emo. So I was like, okay, by emo they probably mean like pop punk, like My Chemical Romance and Panic at the Disco or something like that. No, by emo, this person meant like rap music made by this guy with long hair, and it was like trap metal basically, and it was really bad, really some of the worst music I've ever heard in my life. And then they showed me the actual worst music I've ever heard in my life, which was a song by Tom McDonald, who you might know about. He's like a conservative right-wing fucking rapper who raps about how he's not racist for having dreads, and that's like all he raps about. And that was the actual worst song I've ever heard in my life. And I was like, okay, I'm really glad I did not have sex with you. But we did kiss. Right before I left, they were like, well, you're so tall, I would normally kiss you, but... And I just went in for it. I was like, have a good day, and fucked off. Yeah, one of the weirdest dates I've ever been on. It was very awkward. And I'm glad I did not continue dating that person.
Here's the serum.
Okay, he's
Richard,
fine.
Hold on. I'll give you a shot now.
Jill, here's my radio. You should keep it.
No.
So my first kiss and my first time having sex were not at all special. And makes me sad, but I've had plenty of special kisses and sex since then that have made up for that. And I am glad about that. Like, your first time is, you know, important with both of those things, but it's not the end of the world if the person you do them with for the first time is not special to you. Some people would like you to think that you've, like, ruined yourself or something, but especially when it comes to women, people are so weird about women having sex. Which, yeah. Different standards. Double standards. So I should have saved earlier. I might go and save. Wait, what was the point of saving Richard? Did he give us something? Let's go back to him. I was not paying attention to that. Well, if he dies anyway, then what's the fucking point?